Okay, from TCS to recognizing the wizards of the financial world, CNBC TV 18 presented their annual CFO Awards on Saturday evening. Ravi Sood of Hero MotoCorp took away the CFO of the Year trophy from the banking space. Sashi Jagdishan of HDFC Bank took the prestigious award, while Amitabh Gupta of Hindustan Zinc, Ravi Shankar Gupta of Jubilant Foodworks are some of the few CFOs who won the prestigious awards. CNBC TV 18's Medika Doshi caught up with the biggest voices in the industry and asked them about their expectations from the finance minister from the upcoming budget. So let's listen in.
If you were Arun Jaitley, what are the three things that you would do?
I am not.
Well, I don't look like him, but I've been getting wish lists.
Firstly, Rashesh did give an answer. Which, again, I'm sure every CFO here caught it. He said very quietly that the investor could expect a return of between 15 and 20%. And they would all have compounded it. If it's 15% in the next 5 years, you cross 50,000. If it is 20%, you cross 75,000.
Sir, if I may interrupt you, he's very smart. He said 15 to 20% and he gave no time period.
No, I think everybody understands it is. It doesn't matter.
15 to 20% for a year, 2 years, 3 years.
I think we will interpret it the way we want. I would say next 10 years.
Next 10 years?
Yes, indeed.
The markets will go up 15 to 20% over the next 10 years. Every year over the next 10 years, or only after 10 years?
No. If I have to get my confidence back, I'm going to say that we have to grow at 10% as a nation over the next 2 years, and then keep going for the next 15 years. If that were so, I think the market growing at 15% is not unreasonable. That's all I'm saying. But will we be able to facilitate it? I think we need to see, because I heard Pratibha say that the CFO is the chief facilitation officer. I think a lot of people in government also will have to become facilitation in a facilitation mindset for that to happen. So without saying what needs to be done, because I think everybody has spoken before me have covered that. You have to set the mood right, set the expectations right, and deliver on those, and be seen to be consistent about it. That's all industry asks. It's not a big agenda.
There is so much of expectation out of this government, and since the company I represent, L&T, is almost synonymous with the GDP growth facets in India, there is so much expectation about the growth rebound, and hence there is so much expectation about the company doing remarkably well. It's going to take time. It's not going to be a switch where you switch on, switch off. So there's a lot of hard work left, and but then we're well positioned. So I had to keep the hope alive, at the same time manage their expectations. So managing expectations is going to be the biggest challenge.
I don't look anything like him, but if I was Arun Jaitley, what would you ask me for?
Well, I think whatever that enable growth without inflation is something that we would like to
Now it's my turn to laugh. How do you do that?
Well, I think for a start, I think we'll have to look at allocation of capital. The government of India does have 15-16 lakh crore to play around with. How we are going to allocate that capital between plan and non-plan expenditure. Drawing out the priority is going to be the most important start for managing growth without inflationary pressures.
Where will the market go next month? So, more important question, everybody wants the answer to that.
Actually, in order to get
27,000, 28,000, 29,000.
I think I'm going to switch on CNBC to find the answer in the coming week.
Excellent idea. But we'll be asking you that question on air. Where will the market go? Serious question. I'm not jesting.
It's actually hard to say where, but I think the trend is obviously very positive, because ultimately the markets reflect the economic trend and the optimism that is there, because as earlier Mr. Kamath was saying, the markets try and discount the future either on the up or the down. So currently I think the future looks very optimistic.
I've been asking everybody, if I was Arun Jaitley, what would your wish list to me be?
I think a couple of things that I feel, I think everybody's spoken about, all the things that the government needs to do. At a very global kind of an approach, I think we need to communicate to the world that India can become an easier place to do business. I think over the last 5-7 years, it's just become a very hard place to do business for Indians, for foreigners, for everybody. So if through some government policy, some announcement, if at all we can indicate that, through, I think, reducing ambiguity, the uncertainty that is there all around us. If we can communicate that India can be an easier place to do business, then we will also communicate that we are back in business.
All right, then let's also listen in to Shubhashri Sriram, the CFO of Sriram City Union Finance, on winning the award for NBFCs.
I think a CFO's role has been very rightly put in. I think we partner in business along with the CEO, and it's always it's like a family. We work together, and it's a huge challenge to in a family. I'm sure husband never wins all the time, and wife neither wins all the time. So we make sure that we both are balanced. The CEO and CFO work together, and it's a rare that CFOs get recognized. Many times CFOs are probably on the shadow. I think this is thank you CNBC. I think we have got an honor here. And for Sriram, for me personally, I think it's complete. I would leave this to my entire colleagues. Sriram City Union Finance, the colleagues of mine who made this possible for us. All my employees, all my colleagues who work at the branches, and very, very importantly, I think my customers. Without which what we are today at NBFC is all a question of trust and what we deliver. I think consistently our customers, our depositors, our borrowers, all of them have made this possible for us. Thank you all so much.
The biggest question I think that's been asked to everybody, and I think I should not miss you out also, for the budget, perhaps for the NBFC space, what would be the key 2 to 3 significant changes that you all would be talking and asking Finance Ministry to possibly consider this time?
Very, very simple. Just leave us out. We don't want any interference. I think in the fear of being under-regulated, I think we probably one of those institutions, one of those things, we've been over-regulated.
Okay, some important comments coming in from the NBFC space that they don't want any regulation, or they have their fear of being under-regulated. So maybe that is the fear from the union budget for maybe a couple of smaller NBFCs. But we'll take a break now. A check on the global market.